Can you guys hear me?
Loud and
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. I unmuted it and then it looked like it was still muted, so I was a little confused. So just checking in. All right, I'm gonna start it. So
Oh, it's happy.
live from your living room, it's Friday night. Welcome to AMF Comedy Spectacular, featuring Rebecca Kaplan, Kelsey Lane, Justin Foster, and your host, Kevin Collier. All right, everyone.
Woo!
Thank you for being here. Welcome to AMF Comedy Spectacular. It is a wine night for me, which is odd, but this is what it is. It's we have an election in America that happened a few days ago, and we still don't have a definite winner, but we have a winner depending on how you look at it. So that's been interesting. I don't know. I started, for me personally, I started a new job this week. So that's always an interesting experience, regardless of where you are in the process. I think when you're looking for a new job, it's always strange. If you haven't had a job in a while, you get desperate. It kind of ends up being like panhandling a little bit. You start kind of going around just like, I'll take anything. It could even be McDonald's. I don't care. I just need to eat tonight. And if you're like how I've been in the past, you know, you've got a long-term job and you're looking to change. It's kind of like having an affair, I would say, because you have to kind of sneak around behind your employer's back. You set up secret meetings, take these secret phone calls, and you're like, okay, let's meet here. But you know, you're kind of like hiding in a corner, making sure nobody hears you. You know, maybe even pretending that you're having a different conversation if the wrong person walks by. It's awkward. And then you have the meeting, you meet up, and you know, it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know exactly how it went. I think it went well, but I'm not sure. And then like the next few days, you're like, should I call them? Are they gonna call me? Do I wait 3 days? Was this just a one night stand? I don't know. I don't know what to do. And then if they want you, right, you have to go and break up with your current employer. You know, you have to have that conversation. Okay, it's been great. I've really enjoyed our time together. I just want to say that it's not you. Okay, it's me. Absolutely. Just want you to know that right up front. It is me making more money. Yes. No, like, because that's really, I mean, that's the part you don't say, hopefully. But you know, if you're on your way out, are you burning bridges? It's up to you. You know, it's an interesting scenario, I think, regardless. And so for me, I started a new job, and it marked the first time I had to go into an office in about 7 months, which was interesting. I was like, you know, how do I interact with people? What do I wear?
Yes.
I don't know. Like, I've been working from home so long that it's just like, I'm used to my coworkers just being like children, a person I sleep with, or cats, like literal cats I have to clean up after. So, you know, being with actual other adults I'm not related to or married to is it's strange, to say the least. But the new job is going to allow me to work from home, so I'm looking forward to that next week. And I made it through. Starting the day before election day is always odd, anywhere, I think. And then just, you know, on top of COVID, it's like, how did I even find a job? I don't know. I applied and interviewed a few months ago, and they were like, no, thanks. And then they all changed their mind. They're like, when can you start? And I'm like, okay, you're still around. Okay, that's fine. So I went for it, and it's good so far. I'm glad. Yeah, it's been a strange week. It's been difficult. We did lose a very important friend, member of the comedy community this week. So I just wanted to take a moment to honor a friend. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. So as some of you may know, if you're watching on Facebook, Courtney Wallstrom was a great, loving person. She cared about other people. She was very outspoken and advocated for victims of sexual abuse and things like that. And she was hilarious. She was innovative. I think, she started comedy about the time I moved to Arizona. I think I saw her first open mic, and I didn't know anyone in Arizona, so I started talking to her after the show, and she's like, yeah, it was my first time. And I was like, I couldn't tell because she was so natural at it. And she went on to host shows at the Tempe Improv and Stand Up Live. And just a month or so ago, her show, The Bro Show, that she created and basically made a huge local success, had been named the best comedy show in Phoenix. So she really leaves behind a legacy. She really cared about animals. She was a vet tech, and had some really cute dogs that we always got to see pictures of on her posts and things like that. And it's just it's a really devastating loss for a lot of us. So I wanted to bring some awareness to this. And she didn't have a lot of family around, so people are working on organizing a GoFundMe for her, and just trying to pay for some expenses for funeral costs, and for taking care of her pets and things like that. So if you haven't already donated and you feel free, I've shared the link several times. I can put it down again for the GoFundMe on the page. You can find it around on my page and on the AMF comedy page on Facebook. That's the easiest way to do it, where it's all in one place. But if you want to donate here to AMF comedy on Venmo, I'll make sure to get those funds over to the people organizing all of that. So I just wanted to take a moment to share that. I did want to say, because we don't know exactly how funeral plans are going to look yet. And, with COVID and everything, I don't know if everybody's going to be able to attend. So I wanted to kind of, have a forum for people to come in and say some words after the show. They feel so inclined. But, if not, I'm just putting it out there. Just doing what I can. So we are here to kind of celebrate the fact that we have gifts to make people laugh, and that we really can get through some of the darkest times. And Courtney was one of the funniest people I know, and I think she would want us to laugh. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep the show going here. And thank you for letting me take a moment to break up the comedy to be a little serious. It's hard not to acknowledge in a week like this something that big and difficult. So I'm going to take a moment, and we're going to go on with the show. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm sure her friends would really appreciate if you donate anything at all, or at least share the donation link if you can't do that. It's kind of the least we can do at this point. So yeah, do have a really great, funny lineup here. I know it's kind of hard to transition, but I've always valued this show as being something where, you know, we can laugh and we can have a comedy show, but we're gonna be real. You know, I like to interact with the comedians on the show and, you know, have discussions, and we'll see how the night goes with that. But definitely want to bring some laughter and some light into it. So with that said, I would like to bring up our first guest for the evening. If you are ready, I'd like to bring up Rebecca Kaplan.
Hey.
If you need a minute, that's fine.
It's okay.
And you joined kind of right as we were starting, so I didn't have a chance to really reach out to you. So
that's okay. Sorry about your friend. She sounded like a nice person.
Yeah, of course.
How's everyone's nights going? Are those your parents?
Yeah.
Cool. So supportive. I'm talking at a whisper because my parents are sleeping upstairs. So,
okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's weird how like much like technology is like taking over our lives right now. Like, you know, it's like with the rise of TikTok and the fall of analog technology, do kids these days even know what sound a clock makes? I don't know. Does the clock go like moo? I think. I don't know. I like. I feel like. I don't know. Sorry. I'm kind of like what they call a zero threat. You know, like I can't act, sing, or dance, or kill a man with my bare hands. It's someone on Twitter told me that I had the voice of an angel, and I was like, oh, that's so sad. You didn't even watch my video. You know, I do not. I don't have a good voice. I mean, it's like whatever. We're all doing our thing, right? We're trying to make it in the world. I found out that there's like an influencer named Belle Delphine who was selling her used bath water for like hundreds of dollars per jar. And it's like, that's so, like, I'll do you one better than that. Okay, I will sell you a jar of water that's completely clean and doesn't have any filthy bacteria in it for like $5. Does anybody want to buy my totally clean drinking water? Whoa. I don't know. I don't know what men do with the things they buy online. Apparently you can like sell fingernail clippings to men online. Who knows what they do with it? I could do that. If anybody wants some Rebecca Kaplan fingernails, as long as you don't tell me what you plan to do with it, I'll I don't. Does it count as sex work if you like if you don't understand how it counts as sex work? I don't know. My grandma, like I asked my grandma to subscribe to my YouTube channel recently, and she was like, "Oh, how much money do they give you if I do that?" And I was like, "That's not how it works, Grandma. I don't, I don't get money for." And she was like, "Oh, why are you doing it then?" And I was like, "I don't know, Grandma." like I don't I guess for internet fame, just for the validation from strangers. Um I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's been like interesting in the pandemic. Somebody like asked me in back in March what my plans were for the night, and I was like, "Oh, I'm doing like a virtual singing lesson," and they were like, "That's so cool! Like, that's amazing!" And I was like, "Well, you know, it's kind of like a hollow shell of my former life, but sure, it's cool. I don't know. I uh, I mean, I don't know. Can we just like admit that like virtual things aren't a satisfying substitute for real life interaction? You know, like I, you know, like virtual museums, like singing, it's like not the same. Like that being said, I am totally down to sext with anybody. If anybody wants to sext with me, I'm down. I don't know what sexting is. Um, I mean, I mean, whatever. Um, I don't know. Um, people are, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm like privileged, but I can name about 20 different types of lettuce. It's, you know, you got radicchio, endives. I don't know. People I mean, I found out like in high school that like not everybody's like family makes like Swiss chard, and not everybody like, I mean, I don't know. You ever like you ever like go to, like, I don't know, I like moved to a like less gentrified neighborhood after college, and like I don't even know, like I just trying to like buy vegetables at the grocery store is like such a, you know, like every like the cashiers are always like oh, like, you know, like they shout at like the manager like, what's this thing, and it's like, why do you even like sell this if people aren't buying it enough for you to like know what it is, you know, like do you just get like these vegetables like once a week, and then like they just go straight into the trash? I don't know. It's so weird. Um I don't know. I feel like so like in New York City where I live, they make you like buy a bag of chips with the drink now, like if you want to get a drink, and it's like I feel like they're trying to make me drink more to like justify my chip habit. Um, I don't know. People have said that I'm like brave for sticking it out in New York, but and it's like, guys, I'm not brave. I'm just stuck here. You know, like I don't you know, my family is from here. I have like nowhere to go. Like, don't you think that like if I had a mansion, my parents had like a mansion in Connecticut, I wouldn't like be there in a second. I don't know. Um so it's cool though. I do miss Manhattan though. I miss it so much. I like pooped on the floor of my apartment just to feel like I was there. It's I don't know. There, okay, thanks. Give it up for Kevin.
Woo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Woo!
Give it up for Rebecca Kaplan, everybody. I love your understated, just like, I'm gonna make you laugh, whether you like it or not. So. Thank you so much for being here on the show. Next up on the show, we have Kelsey Lane.
Hi, everybody.
Ooh, brought your own microphone and everything.
Yeah. This is it's actually not even the one that's plugged in, but I still hold it because old habits. I'm still not so used to things.
Yeah, it keeps moving around. Hold on a sec. keep going. I'm just saying. I'm working. I got it. There you are.
What a cool like a cool cause to have comedy. Like, you know, I didn't know your friend, but I will say, like, there's no stronger group of women than female comedians. Like, I mean, most women are like, oh man, like, yeah, we make 70 cents to the dollar to men, you know, but comedians, we're like, how about none? How about 0 cents to the dollar? That's brave. That's called being brave. Yeah, it's hard being a woman. I mean, it'd be much harder if I wasn't white, but still some problems, I would say. Just to like add to like all of the problems we do have, there's also like this pressure to be like beautiful and shit. You know, like I feel like I know what Sasquatch is, and it's just a woman gave up on herself and fled to the woods. I'm out. Okay. She was on her last Nair strip and she was like, nah. Yeah, man, we still don't have a president-elect. I really thought about like today, because I've been following it like crazy. I've been like going kind of nuts, you know, just following this news and whatnot. I really thought we would come to a conclusion by today, but I don't know, man. I want a president-elect that's like someone you can like have a cup of coffee with, you know what I mean? Like someone that'll like take care of me. I wouldn't fall asleep near either of them. So Biden and Trump, dude, they're fucking. It all comes down to which gross creep I hate less. Like that, like choosing the way you'd rather die. I'm like, oh great, I'm fucking drowning. I guess I'm not really happy about it either way, but it's been like that for years. Even the last election, I was like, I like Sleepy Joe. I like him because like I like anyone that smokes as much weed as I do. You know what I mean? Like, don't tell. I know what this face is. Yeah, I know what that is. That's when fucking everyone's looking at you and you're like, oh shit, I should do something with my face. His eyes were not smiling. His mouth was. That's a stoned face, my friends. Like, I know what that is. And if he isn't a stoner, what the fuck is wrong with him? So you tell me, dementia? Like, I know people in Los Angeles, like, they don't want to talk bad about Biden. Like, they're like, don't say anything bad about Biden. But listen, the votes are in. We can be honest now, okay? The dude sniffs children. Like, I'm sorry, like, this is not... Whatever. I would rather a president like that smokes weed than like that does any uppers, because Trump on his Adderall energy, I can't with him. It's just so much. He just like bulldozes people. Like I think that's how he gets away with grabbing pussies. He just does it so fast. He's gone already by the time that you're like, did he just clap my clam? What was that? He's in, he's out. He moves fast. It's like a sniper aggressor. There's like millions of people in this country. There's millions of people in this country. This is the best that we got. Just two old creepy weirdos. That's the best we have. At this point, honestly, that dude that sells me cigarettes at 7-Eleven would be a better president-elect. I don't even. He has an email address. And if he does, please tell him to email me back. So I just called my dad, which I hate because he always hates on me, man. He's like, there's still time for you to be a lawyer. I don't want you to do comedy. And I'm like, I don't want you to do heroin. I'll stop telling jokes when you stop huffing glue in the living room. My parents love their drugs. So me and my sister, we grew up super poor. Like we were like the only kids when we played doctor. It was because we actually needed a doctor. We get like the bill collectors would call all the time. Like, is your mother or father home? I'm like, no. Are they with you? So I'm bisexual. If you guys don't know what bisexuality is, it's when you give women and men HPV. I don't know why anyone would be surprised about my sexuality at this point after I just explained to you in length how badly I need attention. I have mommy and daddy issues. Help. And when I told my mom, like, I was like, hey, I have a girlfriend now. I guess I should tell you this shit. She was like, oh, is this why your boyfriends are always so ugly? And I was like, no, Mom. It's because peggers can't be choosers. So I'm so gay, even the straight sex I have is still pretty gay. I was dating like a nightmare of a woman, just like total alcoholic, really making that Oedipus complex too real. And I have a boyfriend now, which would be cool, except for like I don't know what to do with all these flannels and softball trophies. And like it may technically be a straight relationship, but like it's not. Like this dude doesn't know how to fix anything. I've had a broken dresser for 2 months. This dude's watched Hamilton 4 times. He calls me daddy. I paint his nails often. Like I'm in a gay relationship. Like, but like, man, I mean, for the first time, my boyfriend has a very large penis, as the fables have spoken about. And like, oh my God, is this what ladies have been going through? Like suffering in silence while I've been off in my lesbian world. Like, honestly, like I have so much respect for women. Like I've always feared a large penis. And like, I don't know, now that I've done it, like I feel so proud of myself. Like I feel like my pussy has seen some shit. Like I've been to war and back. You know what I mean? Like I got PTSD dick right now. Like I went in a girl and I came out a woman. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like it's kind of like, you know, like when people get gauges, you know, like you gotta like work your way up to the bigger sizes. I feel like every dude with a big dick should have to gauge his ears just so he knows what he puts women through. You know? All right, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much.
Woo!
Give it up for Kelsey, everybody. Thank you for being here. Amazing. I have no words. Thank you.
No.
All right. So Nina expressed interest in going up, and I said, why not? So we're going to bring up Nina G next.
Yeah.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna take off my mask. I'm staying at this hotel for the weekend, and they probably don't want to hear my dick jokes. And by the way, they are stuttering dick jokes in case you couldn't tell from that sentence. Okay, let me take all this off. Hold on. Okay. Comedy's way too confusing now. Okay, so everybody, I am in the San Francisco Bay Area, but right now I'm in Humboldt County, so staying at this nice place, which is way too expensive, but that's besides the point. I am a person who stutters, and I also have a learning disability. And you know, right now it's an incredible time with the impending presidency, because it's the first time that somebody with both a learning disability ran for president and someone who also stutters. It is thought that Trump. No, seriously, they think that he has dyslexia, which is in his niece's book, and Biden, of course, stutters. And to me, as a person with both of those things, it's really inspiring that you could do whatever you want in this world. You could even be president of the United States, as long as you're not a woman. Like, it's so many possibilities, so many possibilities. Let's see, I am, okay. First of all, for the longest time, I've been contemplating what is the difference between an agnostic and an atheist. And I think I finally understand. An agnostic is someone who isn't sure there's a God, and an atheist won't shut the fuck up. It's a fundamentalist dogma of a different kind. I am Catholic, raised Italian Catholic, and I don't know if you've seen this, with all of the issues that the Catholic Church has, all the issues that they could be approaching and doing something about, the one that they've chosen is gluten-free communion. That's what they've chosen to address. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not the sexual abuse, not AIDS or anything. Gluten-free communion. And to me, as a Catholic, it's for those of you who are non-Catholic, you ought to know that they in the Mass, the priest holds up the bread and the wine and says, "This is the what? The body and blood of Christ." Okay, so for me as a Catholic, when the priest holds it up and says, "This is the body of Christ," and it's gluten-free, he is basically saying, this is the body of Christ, and in case all of this is bullshit, you won't get gas. That's basically what he's saying. And as someone who has been in the Catholic Church her entire life, it's one of the symptoms of gluten intolerance is depression and anxiety. Those two things are symptoms. And to me, as a Catholic, if you have depression and anxiety and blaming your communion, that seems a little unfair to the communion. Like, that seems a little unfair to bread. Okay, so I need to know this to reference a joke. So there's some people in New York and LA. Where are other people from? You could either type it out or just say
Arizona.
Arizona. Tucson. Okay.
Pasadena, California.
Irvine. Okay, so no common thing. Okay, so quick thing. Before COVID, I went to the doctor and I got some news. As my legs, as they were akimbo, the doctor tells me that I have a rather long vagina. That's the news she gave me. And when she said it, I knew it was true because her voice softly echoed. It was beautiful. Yes. It was like a prayer to the goddess mother Gaia. So there you go. I figured there was enough smart women on this that they get that, and I wouldn't have to explain it. But I want to be very clear, not a big vagina, a long vagina, okay? A long vagina. So it's not like a 6-lane bus terminal kind of vagina, more like a single car tunnel that weaves through a Swiss Alp and then empties into an Italian villa. Okay, it's that kind of long vagina. I was trying to assess tunnels to see if I could have a common tunnel, but you guys are totally impossible. So the one beautiful thing about the female body is that you discover brand new things all the time. Like, I didn't know that I had this, and you could be 47 years old like me and still find things to be insecure about. It's being a woman is just great. It's wonderful. And the last thing is, as soon as I got the news, I called my mom and I said, "Mom, the doctor said I have a long vagina." To which my mom said, and I quote her here, "I wonder who you got that from." Yeah. apparently my mom has a very petite vagina and was trying to blame my long vagina on my dad. That's been my time, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing me to crash. I'm gonna go back in there now.
Nina G, everybody. Thanks for joining us on short notice, and
Thank you.
appreciate you doing your set about anatomy right outside of your hotel. That is dedication to the craft. All right, so next up we have our I guess headliner for the night. It's been a night of just adjusting to things, and that's fine. I'm cool with it. It's Friday, we're having fun. Give it up for Justin Foster, everybody.
Woo!
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for being here. Kevin, thanks for having me. Nina, I've never heard long vagina before. That is something Kelsey probably wishes she had. You know what I mean? This is, did that bomb? I can't tell. I like these shows because I can see where I'm going to have a resentment against when the show's over. Okay. Everyone seems to be laughing. Okay. All right. I am also in a hotel room. It's not nearly as nice as Nina's. It's a Residence Inn in Destin, Florida. So, yeah, you know, it's just right next to the Trump 2020 banner and across the street from the Trump cardboard cutouts and across the street from a Waffle House. So it's good. It's good to be here. Both of my parents are from the South. They're from Texas. So you guys know exactly who they voted for. And the answer is no one. They've both been to prison. So a lot of people think that's a joke. That's actually a true story. My dad was arrested for selling drugs, and my mom was my mom was arrested for assault on a drug dealer. So that's kind of what is going on now. Okay. Sorry, this is the first time I've done comedy since March of 2005. So I'm just really glad that you guys are here. It is, in the last 3 weeks, I've been in California, Texas, and Florida. I like to call it the COVID tour, if you know what I mean. I took Wuhan Air to get here. I was just at a wedding, no masks, not one mask in the entire city of Destin, Florida. Everyone is cramped on the dance floor dancing while the DJ is playing Another One Bites the Dust, which I thought was... I'm hiding under a table 9 feet away going, these motherfuckers are crazy. My dad still does drugs. My dad still smokes weed, though. He loves his weed. He loves it, which makes it really easy to shop for. I'm like, do you guys have a bong that says world's best dad? It's really easy. He's like, clean piss. You shouldn't have. I think, here's a new joke I've never said before, but it's whatever, we're on Zoom and the world is on fire. I hate that I get spam calls all the time. I hate that I get spam calls all the time, and it looks like my number, but it's not ever me. Of course, it's not me calling me, but it's always like, you know, like calls, and they'll call me like, we're calling about warranty or health insurance, or how come you don't want to see your kids? You know, it's just nonstop. Why is astrology cool for everyone not born in the summer? Why is astrology so cool unless you were born in the summer? I'm a Cancer. My sign is Cancer and my zodiac is Crab. Why do we get the two shittiest things? You know what I mean? Like, if you were to go to the doctor and one day you got diagnosed with cancer and crabs, that would be a really shitty day. You know what I'm saying? Like, cancer, the thing you get from smoking, and crabs, the things you get from Coachella. You know, I just think it's... Everyone has cool signs. Everyone, like all the other birthdays, has like really cool, like fire, water. I'm like, melanoma. You know what I mean? Even Virgos have it better. Are there any Virgos? Even Virgos have it better. Like Virgos means virgin, and they've never gotten crabs. You know, like it's just terrible. I hate it. And people get their signs tattooed on. Have you guys seen that? Right? What's the Cancer sign? 69. right? 69, which is exactly how I ended up with cancer. I got a hand job for my girlfriend a couple of weeks ago. That was exciting. Thank you. Is this the clean show? I know your parents are here. I'm sorry. HJ, Mr. and Mrs. Collier. I'm sorry. I got an HJ. I'm sorry. It's I'm trying to keep it clean tonight. It was weird. She like wasn't in the mood to hook up, so she just gave me HJ, but she was also watching TV while she was doing it, which was very confusing. You know what I mean? I'm like, you want to clock in? Like, you want to get in the game here? Like, I don't understand. Why are you multitasking right now? You know what I mean? Like, I don't go down on you while playing Sudoku. You understand? Like, why? After like 30 minutes, she goes, my hand's getting tired. She goes, are you almost finished? So I was like, I don't know. You want to turn off forensic files? You know? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not getting turned on to the sweet sound of murder. Like, what kind of weirdo would I be if I was just like, hey babe, I'm kind of in the mood, and I just like, instead of like Marvin Gaye or like light jazz, it's just the Law and Order theme, like doom doom. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's hard to get in the mood with like 4K surround sound, high def pictures of murder. You know what I mean? Like, it was awkward. It was awkward for me. It was awkward for her. It was awkward for the sales guy at Best Buy. Like, it was just weird. He was like, do you want the TV or not, guy? I don't know if you guys could tell. I don't know how your cameras are. I am starting to lose my hair. And I heard a girl told me that last week. She goes, you're starting to go bald. And I was like, what, are you serious? And it sucks when you're losing your hair, because like, I went to the internet for advice when I started losing my hair, and the internet is not a good place for any sort of information at all. I don't know if you guys have been following politics. It is not good. The internet says, losing your hair, don't worry, work out a lot, shave it, and just get tattoos. Cool. You want me to become The Rock? Like, does that work with other things? Like, you worried about crow's feet? Have you tried a glass eye? You know what I mean? It's like if a tornado blew the roof off your house and they were just like, graffiti? You want to? I don't know. I think I'm depressed. I'll be honest with you guys. I think I might be depressed. I don't know if you guys have been doing this since quarantine. I just stare at my phone for hours. I don't know if you guys, like, I'll look at my phone, you know, and I'll look up and like 9 hours has gone past. And I'm just like, I think I'm depressed because it's a landline. My girlfriend tells me to drink more water all the time. She goes, you need to drink more water. And it's offensive because we're usually in the ocean when she says it. So I don't know what that means. My girlfriend's younger than me. She calls me her sugar daddy, which is cool because I'm old enough to be her father, and I also have diabetes. So. All right, one more joke and I'll get out of here. Oh, this is a fun one that you guys may or may not like. My girlfriend thinks that I'm tougher than I am, which is very, like, it's very tough for me. I'm not like, I don't know if you guys can tell from there. I have a flower on I'm not the most manliest dude. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change a tire, but I'll balance my checkbook. You know what I mean? I'm just not. She called me the other day because she woke up, 2 minutes, Kevin, I got that. Thank you. She called me the other day. She woke up and she was mad because a construction worker was standing on the roof watching her sleep, and she was sleeping naked. Okay. I was like, what would you like me to do? Would you like me to drive across town and fight a construction worker? The best that I can do. You see this physique. The best that I can do. Look at this. I'm a tiny man. The best I can do is call the police. She goes, well, what if they don't do anything? I was like, well, I'm not going to fight a police officer. I'm not going to fight a police officer and a construction worker. That's half the village people. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that's a hate crime.
Good.
I don't know, man. I was like, maybe it's your fault. Maybe not sleep with the blinds open. She goes, this is my fault. You think I was asking for this? I was like, well, you do live next to a Home Depot. So, maybe look, I'm not, and I've seen the construction workers. She could kick my ass. I'm not going to fight her. So you guys have been a lot of fun. My name is Justin Foster. Thank you very much. Thanks, Kevin, for having me.
Woo! Thank you for joining us last minute once again. That's the fun thing about comedy shows, especially on Zoom. You're like, I'm doing this show. I planned on having X amount of comedians, and then something happens last minute. And I'm like, oh, hey, look, a comedian. I'm just gonna bombard them with requests to be on the show. And thankfully, Justin took it all in stride. And thank you for being here. The show is technically officially over at this point, but I did want to open it up after the show, and I know Danyella had asked if she could do some time, so I'll certainly put her up as well. And if you're watching on Facebook and you're a comedian, you had, you knew Courtney at all, feel free to message me or something, and I'll get you the link so you can join us here. But we're just gonna hang out for a bit. I'm gonna let Danyella come up and do some time as well. So Danyella, are you ready? I know that we had like 2 instances of you on here, but I think you fixed it.
Yeah, I got off my phone and on the computer.
Okay, awesome. well, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, just I'll hand it over to you. Go for it.
Yeah, the more I started seeing everybody do the comedy and thinking of Courtney, I was like, man, she'd want me to try to make some people laugh. Let's see. So lately, I got my son extra time, more time than I had before, because I got a lawyer. And I don't know if that was the best decision that I've had, because I realized he's just like a ball of energy. And I wish I could plug like my phone into him like a portable charger and just kind of some of it out. Yeah. He's really cool though. I still have a lot of my baby weight from him. I had him in April of 2013. So I'm still working on it. I remember his birthday because it's also the anniversary of my postpartum depression. So it wasn't his fault though. I mean, I had like prepartum depression and pre-pregnancy depression. So it's been a long ride. The doctor has actually told me that I should probably lose weight and do some exercising, but the most exercise I've been getting nowadays is like when I go to the grocery store and I get a cart with a lot of resistance on it. It's kind of like pushing on an ab lounge or something. Yeah, COVID has definitely affected a lot of things, including my ankles. I've just been staying home. This summer, I got bit by a pit bull in my leg and on my vagina. And sadly, that is the most action I have gotten all year long. Yeah, quarantine, good times. I love that women this year, a lot of women came forward about their like abuse and traumas and things that have happened to them. And thankfully, Courtney also helped out a lot with that. I just found it kind of funny that when you go to work on that kind of thing, like at an office or a clinic, you kind of get reminded about why you're there whenever you like see the plaque on the door, because it just says like the rapist. Yeah, that's weird. Just a constant reminder. Let's see. Well, my son also reminds me of Trump. He's 7, and it kind of scares me. Yeah, what did that tell you about our president? Hopefully not our president anymore. But he'll be playing with like his Legos or Mega Blocks and be like, Mom, I'm gonna build you the tallest, greatest tower you've ever seen. It's gonna be the most amazing tower. Or like one time he was leaving when there was a storm and he was like, Mom, the worst, most awful storm is heading away. It's gonna be the biggest storm, the most best storm. And I was just like, I gotta talk to your dad because you're watching too much Fox News at his house. I didn't have a gender reveal party because they weren't like that big in 2013 or 2012. But I kind of wish I could now. Like, I don't want another baby. I just want to have a gender reveal party so that I can have like it set up with a piggy bank. And the way we would find out if it was a boy or a girl, we would break it. If $1 came out, it was a boy. And if 75 cents came out, we know it was a girl. Yay for gender wage gap. Let's see. Have something. I grew up as a Jehovah's Witness, so I was really naive towards everything growing up. Like the first time I heard the term doggy style, I thought it was when the guy put your head into the wet spot when he was done with you. It's like, no, bad girl. Stop it. Yeah, my first boyfriend was confused. And let's see, I will leave you guys with this one. It's been a rough past decade. I got out of a 7-year-long relationship with a guy that I thought, you know, he was perfect. He knew all my secrets, vulnerabilities. I could just be real with him. Wouldn't care if I had makeup on or if I was crying. But on our last day together, it was really sad because he was like, I'm sorry, Danyella. Eventually, every psychiatrist has to retire. All right. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you, Danyella. Glad you decided to do some comedy here tonight. I know it's been a rough week. Danyella actually organized the GoFundMe for Courtney's expenses and things, and working with everybody to make sure that that gets organized. And I'm sure that's been a challenge. So thank you for being here and watching the show and joining us in the fun.
Yeah, thank you for doing this too and helping out.
Yeah, for sure. So right now, I'm gonna keep this on. Anyone is free to stay or leave. You know, sometimes I do like kind of chat with everyone that's in here and just hang out. I'm gonna post the Zoom link in the live stream on Facebook. So if anyone wants to join us and hang out, you know, share some memories or whatever, feel free to, but don't feel obligated to stick around, but you can certainly watch on Facebook. So thank you guys so much for being here on AMF Comedy. And we will be back on November 20th doing our Laughs Giving show. So I'm gonna have a lot of comedians booked on that show, and we're gonna try to raise some money for homeless people to get some Thanksgiving meals. So keep that in mind. You can follow us at AMF Comedy on Facebook and Instagram. And yeah, if everyone leaves here, I'm probably just gonna end up just talking and maybe going over some jokes until other people decide to join or not. I'll give it like 20 or 30 minutes if people want to join, great. If not, totally get it. I'm gonna stick around for a bit. So thank you, and everyone who's here, totally feel free to stick around and chat, or, you know, go on with your day. Thank you to all the comedians we had tonight, those that were booked in advance and not. It was a good time. So yeah. I'm gonna keep it streaming on Facebook. So if anyone wants to join, I'm gonna pop the link in there in a moment. And I'm switching it to gallery. So anyone who wants to chat, hang out, we're gonna do that for a bit.
That was fun, man. Sorry about your friend.
Yeah, appreciate you coming to watch and then getting booked.
Honestly, it was the best part of my night, to be honest.
Yeah, it was. It's funny to see you traveling. You know, just like you're like, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm going from place to place, and I see you already changed.
Yeah, I had to get out of that
You got a
suit.
wardrobe change here.
Yeah, I was like, I officiated my friend's wedding tonight on the beach in Florida.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was crazy.
All right, I'm putting the link here in the live stream. If you guys see this, feel free to join us and hang out on Zoom. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make this replay available on YouTube in a few days if anyone wants to check it out if you missed it live. So yeah,
Cool.
feel free to join. I'm gonna keep it open for a few minutes. I'm going back to it here. Trying to do all these things in the background.
Yeah,
All
sorry.
right.
Sorry to hear about your friend,
Yeah.
Courtney. Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it. You know, it's
It was
hard.
a blow to the face.
What's
I bet
that?
it was.
It was a blow to the face to find out the news and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and I think we're all just trying to cope right now. And
Yeah.
it's like she was a comedian and she was very smart and funny. And I think that, you know, for me, it's like the best way I know how to honor her is like do a comedy show and see if we can help out a little.
That's good. Yeah.
So,
What's the link to donate?
there
Can you
is.
message me on Facebook?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna jump off. It was good seeing you. Send me that link, and I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, for sure. Thanks,
Bye.
Justin.
Of course. Bye bye.
I'll do that right now. Yeah, but anyone who watched, if you watched and enjoyed the show, feel free to donate. I'm gonna
You will.
put the link for the GoFundMe also
Okay.
in the comments there. There we go. It's in there.
Okay.
Are you peacing out? Yeah. If anyone wants to leave, don't feel obligated to stick around. I'm probably just gonna hang out in here and maybe I'll just like tell some jokes if I feel like it. Yeah, just hang out and see if anyone wants to join for another 20-30 minutes or so. And if not, then I'll just be live streaming and people can watch or not. I'm trying to do things in the background too, so.
How's the job?
Good so far. I mean, it's just been training this week.
Yeah.
So not a lot of actual work, just figuring out how to use everything.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if anyone will want to join or not, but thought I'd leave the option.
Yeah, I put it up on like my page and her page too, if anybody sees it.
Okay. Yeah, I said I'll stick around for a bit. You never know. And I tried to do an open mic on here once and I put it on a bunch of pages and no one showed up after half an hour. So I was kind of like, I guess this is not happening. So you never really know with Zoom who's able to even see it or whatever, but I thought I'd just make it available.
So that link's on your page if we want to donate.
Yeah, I posted a couple times. I posted it on the live stream, which I shared on my page. So
Okay.
the live stream actually on my AMF comedy
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go on.
spectacular page, but I posted on a couple of things in the last few days. So I know Facebook gets mad if you post it too many times. Daniela could probably tell you. So
Yeah. That out the hard way.
Oh, yeah.
because they don't like too many external platforms to be promoted. They're like, it's all about Facebook.
Yeah, no
Mhm.
kidding. I think they
Yeah.
thought spam or something.
You got to be
'Cause
kind of sneaky sometimes to get those links through,
Okay.
or the
Well,
algorithm won't see it.
we'll go check it out for sure.
Yeah,
for-
I mean they've already got a lot of donations, and so that's definitely a good thing.
That's good.
Good.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's
to
gonna help a lot.
I
Good.
think that'll
Good.
help going toward that and her little puppies, little cute puppies.
Mhm.
Let me see. I think I'm just gonna bust out some jokes if nobody shows up. Let's see. I was doing the impression of the late Don Pardo, who used to be the Saturday Night Live announcer, and he had that like really interesting voice. You know, I feel like it would just be really interesting to see what it's like around his house, you know, and I think as we approach Thanksgiving, I like to think of Thanksgiving at the Pardo household. You know, does he like walk into the kitchen and say, "Live from the kitchen, it's Thursday night's dinner featuring green beans, cranberry sauce in a can, Stouffer stuffing, pumpkin pie, a 12-pound turkey, crippling social anxiety, people you don't know as plus ones,
Yeah.
Amy Poehler, Horatio Sands, several grandchildren, my son Steve, musical guest, you too. They couldn't make it, but you two grandchildren, go get Pappy a beer. And then, of course, his wife is just like, really, Don? Do we have to do this every year? I just think, you know, you get that iconic voice for announcing, and it wouldn't really work for anything else. You know, if he was like a cop, he pulls someone over like, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. It's like, I'm not buying it, dude. You're not intimidating at all. Maybe that's what we need, non-intimidating cops with weird announcer voices. Maybe that'll fix things. We'll escape while he's just announcing all the things that they have rights to. Dieting is weird. When you're trying to count calories and you go out to a restaurant, it's really hard. Went to CPK once, and I don't know if you guys know what that stands for. You think you know what it stands for, but it actually stands for calories per 1,000. So even their salads are like 900 calories. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. I didn't order a pizza, but
Exactly.
I ordered cholesterol, I guess.
Yeah.
Clogged artery when I just thought I was getting leaves and stuff. I'm trying to remember jokes off the cuff here. What else? when my daughter was 3, she that used to be her favorite number. She would use it to justify anything, you know. It'd be like, Dad, I ate 3 bites of dinner, so I'm full. Like, that's nice. That's a good kid logic right there. Like, that would be a very easy diet if it worked for us to just eat your age, you know, like, all right, I had 34 bites today. I am good for the rest of the day. Imagine how easy that would be to keep track of. And then it was like, I would tell her, like, yeah, you had 3 bites, 1 for each meal. That's not enough. I don't understand how kids survive on just like joy and air. Looks like we have someone joining here. Welcome. I don't know if you can hear us quite yet. But yeah, it's you know, you try to explain to the kids like they can't get away with certain things. Hey, welcome. Like you know, she would try to hit me as hard as she could, and I'd try to explain age appropriately, you know, like why you can't do that, why it's not okay to hit people. And it was hard in California. I really struggled to come up with a good answer, but I moved to Arizona, and it was easier. Like I literally, like, if she hit me and try to get away with anything, and she would go, why, with this like really cute face, I would just say, because guns, they're everywhere. So, hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Did you see the link in the live stream there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Friend of Courtney's?
Yeah.
Okay. You feel like saying something or just hanging out, or?
Probably just hanging out. I'm pretty quiet.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm just keeping it open if anyone wants to hang out here. So thanks for joining us. I'm literally just trying to remember jokes that I haven't told in a while. I might even look some up because I only had prepared so much tonight. Otherwise, I could just talk, but I don't have anything interesting going on, really. Anyone else have anything interesting going on? Anything that's, I don't know, not depressing to talk about?
Not really. It's 2020 for you, right?
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I don't even know.
I can say I have eaten the most sushi I ever have in like a year this year. I just keep ordering sushi every week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Trying some new ones or just kind of sticking with what you know?
Yeah, with what I know.
Okay. I like
so
whenever
good.
I go for sushi, I like to just like try the weirdest sounding things. I'm like, this could be good or it could be awful. I don't know. Yeah.
That's why I like Sushi Station. They have the like rotating stuff.
Oh,
if you go there when it's
okay.
fresh, it's good.
Sweet.
Not when it's not fresh, then it's not so good, obviously. But
yeah, it's like a buffet
then you can
style.
try a bunch of stuff. But then you can, you know, add it up really quick, and then you're like, oops, I just spent $40 on sushi.
Right. It gets expensive. It's pretty easy to spend a lot on sushi. You don't even get too many of them, and you're just like, all right then.
Then you're hungry.
You only do this every so often.
That's why it's good to go to the Sushi Station with people. But obviously, like COVID and stuff, you can't really do that now. But
yeah, it's meet up and space out at separate tables and yell at each other from 6 feet away.
Did you try the eel roll?
What? Yeah. We just have to get used to like doing things differently for now. It's like
It sucks.
Or forever. If these fucking idiots don't stop going out with their fucking masks. Ugh.
Yeah, here in Arizona, I don't know about everywhere else, but
I can't believe we turned blue.
I know, it's like, where are these people?
They're all staying home because we're not supposed to go out.
Right? We all
And I
voted by
deal with all the
mail.
fucking idiots at my retail job. Ugh, I can't
Yeah.
breathe. Try getting COVID, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. It's just, it's like people complain about having to wear the mask, and it's like, medical workers have to wear these like for 12-hour shifts, and they wear multiple masks, and they do okay.
Yeah,
So
a mask is
I have
uncomfortable. but-
asthma. I'm like, well, so do I, but I still wear my fucking mask for 8 hours a day.
that's why you wear the mask, because you don't want to get
Yeah.
COVID when you have asthma. Yeah,
I'm like, ugh. I'm
it's
like, you don't really have asthma, or you wouldn't fucking say that.
Yeah, it's a struggle. So
If they think
anyway,
the mask is uncomfortable, just wait till they have to get intubated.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable for me to wear it, and I wouldn't have to fucking wear it every day if these idiots would wear theirs.
yeah. All right, so I don't know if we're gonna get a lot more people joining us, but if you're watching on Facebook, feel free to donate at the link and help out with those costs. So,
And for anyone watching that wants like a update on what's going on, most everybody decided to have like her memorial in Phoenix since it was
Okay.
like the city she was in. And so I'm waiting to set up the withdrawal. So I can like reserve a spot at a park so it's outside and easier for people to show up if they want to show up, like not in a indoor spot. And then I'm in contact with Kathleen and her dad, and they're still waiting for the medical examiners to like release her and then figure out the whole cremation stuff too.
Okay, so if people want to get updates, just kind of reach out to you, or is
Yeah,
there?
and I'm putting it up on the GoFundMe too as updates too, and then
Okay, yeah.
I
So
know
follow that GoFundMe page if you're interested in being a part of that. Yeah, definitely. I'd appreciate that update. So
yeah, and then I know there should be an obituary published soon as well.
cool.
The Arizona Republic, I think it's called.
All right,
Yeah, it'll be on the paper and online.
nice. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys for joining us here in the room and on Facebook and watching the show, and just trying to keep it light and honor Courtney's soul here. That she was a very bright person and a very funny person. Honestly, like, had the best time going and seeing her do comedy. And so try to remember all that in this time. So everybody be safe out there, and have a great weekend, and take care. And I'll be watching for any updates from Danyella and whoever else is working on that. So feel free to check that out if you want to know more details as they come along. Right?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys.
You
Bye.
too.